I come in, sir. Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sirs.
Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Ajit Kumar.
Yes, sir.
You are from Munger.
Yes, sir.
What is Munger known for?
Sir, Munger is known for its Bihari School of Yoga,
Okay.
and secondly, it is also a historical place. It has the fort area, which is famous for the tourist. And apart from that, it is also one of the Shakti Peeth called Chandiasthan. And sir, it is infamous for the illegal gun manufacturing.
And the gangsters. There was a massive earthquake in Munger long time back.
Yes.
Have you heard of it?
Yes, 1934 earthquake.
Okay. You did your BTech in industrial engineering
Yes, yes,
from IIT Kharagpur.
yes,
Such a prestigious institution. You know Mr. 𝐸𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐸?
yes, yes.
Where he is from?
Sir, he is also from IIT Kharagpur.
IIT Kharagpur.
Yes,
Your subject was economics.
yes, sir.
Yeah. Tell us something about Indian economy, how it is doing, pre-pandemics, post-pandemics, how it is doing.
Yes. Sir, Indian economy after 16-17 fiscal year was in the slowdown, and when pandemic strike, it went into the recession, and we have a contraction of GDP. But after that, with the immediate government policy in terms of demand and supply reforms, the economy is about to have a V-shaped growth curve, in which it is expected to have 8 to 9% growth rate of this year and 8 to 8.5% next fiscal years. So we are on the positive track, but yes, sir, we need a lot of other reforms to sustain it.
Okay. You are already selected as a DISP in Bihar.
Yes, sir.
You have finished your training?
No, sir, I am yet to start my training.
Oh, you have taken leave.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, suppose you qualify in the IPS,
Yes,
but land up in Nagaland cadre.
yes, sir.
Will you keep the IPS or you'll go back to your DIS?
Definitely, sir, I will go to Nagaland to serve as an IPS officer.
You are quite sure?
What? Sorry, sir.
You are quite sure about it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It was a batchmate of mine. I got into IPS, got Nagaland cadre, but went back as DISP in Bihar.
No, sir. I think I will go for an IPS.
His name is 𝐻𝐿𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬𝐬 qualified for police and you have a high priority for police officer. Do you know what is a police commissionary system? How it is different from the regular?
Sir, in the commissariat system, the police is having a centralized chain of command where the police commissioner has the power of issuing order like where law and order comes under police means commissioner only. In normal system, law and order power is with the district magistrate. So here in commissariat system, there is a centralized chain of command, and in this system, it has an added advantage of fixing accountability directly. And because of the centralized chain of command, there is a swift decision making. And in case of this fourth industrial revolution, crime has become very technologically advanced. So swift decision making helps in tackling it immediately, and it is adopted in various cities across the India.
It is quite general. Can you cite some sections from CRPC which is exercised by the district magistrate, and in a commissary system it is exercised by the police commissioner?
Sir, one section is section 144, prohibitory order of gathering of 5 and more people. In common system, it is exercised by district magistrate, and in commissariat system, it is exercised by the police commissioner. And others are gun licensing, issuing the firing order when it is needed. So these all are exercised by in district magistrate in normal system, but in commissioner system these are all exercised by the commissioner of police.
What is your plan to develop Bihar? Suppose you get into IAS and get Bihar cadre. So what will be your vision?
Sir, my vision for Bihar is to adopt a unique model of development. For unique model, I think Bihar needs to focus on small scale industry rather than big industry, because there is a scarcity of land and because of high dense population there, and additionally there are fertile lands, so the conversion is also very difficult for industry. So small scale industry based on one district one product can be one of the method. Then sir, secondly, I will focus on this service sector. In service sector, one would be the area of tourism, because Bihar has an immense potential for the tourism, but because of certain issues like connectivity, safety, law and order, it has not been progressed so much. So focusing on that pillar would give an advantage to the Bihar. Third sir, the trade and transportation sector, that can also provides a lot of employment in the service sector area, because these services are having a high employment intensity. So these would be my focus, sir. And apart from this, food processing industry, value added agriculture can provide strength to the rural economy, which is again the another pillar of development.
Your father is a lawyer.
Yes.
Do you agree that whatever the police officers do with the criminal, it is undone by the lawyers?
Not sir, I beg to differ here. There are two parties in the court of law, and there are defendant as an accused and prosecutor, and each party has the right to place its words in front of court, and it is just to decide which party is right or wrong, and it is the part of jobs.
Information technology, there have been a lot of development in the field of information technology.
Yes.
Which would you like to mention?
Sir, artificial intelligence.
Okay. What else?
Machine learning. Apart from this, big data analytics. And sir, apart from that, sir, IoT means Internet of Things. So these technology are helping the countries and world to improve the productivity a lot.
What is the significance of big data?
Sir, it is said that data is a new oil, oil of 21st century. So everything depends on data now, sir. We have evidence-based policy making, and for that we need data and data analysis. Raw data is not useful, so there should be an analysis of data, and that is why the big data term came, and there is a huge boost in the employment sector for big data. And apart from that, sir, apart from policy making, it also helps in boosting economy in terms of commercialization of or selling anything like Flipkart, Amazon, all are based on big data. These e-commerce companies, Zomato, these all are tracking the behavior of the people and using big data to increase their sale.
What is the difference between the role of data scientist and data analyst?
So data scientist is having a greater role rather means in data. As in data analyst, people analyze the data, having a data set and they analyze. As in data scientist, they try to build upon that, means what policy can be taken. It's a greater means.
You mentioned IoT, Internet of Things. So don't you think the IoT is likely to violate our privacy? Because on internet, all the details that you put on internet are available. So how do we take care of that?
So technology is a double-edged sword. Means every technology has its advantage and disadvantage. And this technology also, IoT, has the potential to breach privacy, but with proper regulation, with proper guideline, and with proper law making, it can deter that, and we can use it in a very positive sense to help the citizens to improve their life standard.
Fraud on bank accounts are being, fraudulently money is being withdrawn from accounts. So what the government is doing to secure our, cyber security, on the cyber security side, what is being done?
So on the part of cybersecurity, government has taken a multi-pronged approach. First, government is having institutional strength, like fintech is under CERTFIN. There is a organization. Under that, we have a CERTFIN for financial sector only. Then, sir, advancement in the hardware technology, advancement in the ATM card technology. Like earlier, it was magnetic strip. Now it has been converted into a chip system. So even in the ATM, there has been upgradation. So government is bringing new technology, new institutions to deal with it, sir.
Have you heard the name extended reality? Virtual reality, you have heard? Where do we use virtual reality? Apart from gaming, how do we use it?
Sir, virtual reality, like pilot training, it is used in, it is done in the virtual reality. And apart from that, even in, sir, photography, digital movies, these are used virtual tech.
Are you satisfied with the implementation of CSR Act, Corporate Social Responsibility Act? Or you feel that should be some more changes should be brought in?
Sir, I means, as per the current law, it has been given that 2% of net profit, or means net value, or net turnover, they have to contribute in the social cause.
Are you happy with the implementation? It's being implemented in the spirit.
Sir, I means I look for some amendment, and that would be that there are some areas that are being left out. Means corporate are investing in a very particular area and very particular domain, like education, health. Means many areas can be needed money, which corporate sector are not investing. So there can be laws to allocate money in a better way in every dimension, and regionally it should also be inclusive, not centric around metros area, means nearby village of metro only. It should be hinterland of northeast also, Kashmir also. So it should have an inclusive approach.
Okay. Last question. This IPC, Indian Penal Code, it's very old. Although the amendments are being made from time to time. Don't you think that it is high time to overhaul the IPC or Criminal Procedure Code, Civil Procedure Code?
Yes, sir. I think it's high time to means reformulate, or means revive it, reframe it again in a new way, to have a new IPC, because many of the crimes, and this IPC laws is of 1870s, and today's we are in the 21st century, so it requires means novelty, and many crimes like mob lynching, cyber crimes, this can be included. Rather than a piecemeal approach, we have a fresh approach.
Ajit, your optional was economics.
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go to the union budget. In last few years, our approach to the budget
Yes.
has changed. What is the basic difference which is now perceptible?
Ma'am, first is government is recognizing extra borrowing, extra budgetary borrowing. They have.
I'm asking one main feature or deviation from the past. You have to analyze. Take 30 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds.
Ma'am, first is the capital expenditure has risen up, and this time also it was increase of 34% from the last year budget. And second would be, ma'am, rationalization of subsidy that government is doing. And third, ma'am, the government is focusing on social sector, means health expenditure has continuously increased. Earlier it was 1.15% of GDP 5 years ago. Now it is around 1.4%. So these changes are visible in the budget.
Very good. Capital expenditure. Once we increase capital expenditure, what would be the impact? how will it impact India? Just give me two examples.
And first is crowding in impact means our investment has gone down. It was 37% of GDP in 2008. Now it is 29%. So if government will invest more, it will have a crowding effect of private sector also. So this will increase investment. Second, ma'am, investment means government expenditure has lot of spillover effects in terms of employment, in terms of
Yes.
inclusive growth, in terms of connectivity, infrastructure. So these all will help.
I think if one reason, the most important reason, prioritize. Your answer is correct.
Yes.
But prioritize. What would be the most, it will address to a very important issue which we are facing all along. What would be that?
Employment.
Yes. So the priority answer should be
Yes.
because capital intensive infrastructure development will lead to more employment.
Yes.
Everybody is talking about unemployment, so we have to see whether it will. You just talked about health. We have upgraded our health outlay. This year we have made a new, we are focusing on a new side of the health. What is that?
Ma'am, National Digital Health Mission, digitalization of health.
Records.
Yes.
Records.
Yes.
Because of history of, you don't have to keep. But the most important feature I feel should be, again, prioritize mental health.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Our post-COVID scenario has led to this.
Yes.
So, you coming from having an option of economics, better answers I expected. Let's come to another feature, which also is influence of Bihar in this budget. Can you name it?
Pardon, ma'am, I'm not able to.
There is a positive impact of Bihar in this budget. What is that positive impact in which sector?
Gati Shakti.
Shakti, more than that, Har Ghar Nal, potable water. That is the thing which we have taken from Bihar in this budget, that we will make India, every house will have. What is the timeline?
2024 we have.
Yes. So from budget, let's deviate to our neighborhood. Let's talk about Sri Lanka. You are an economist.
Yes.
Now, Sri Lanka is asking you to advise how to come out of this situation. As something has already occurred, they are in grave situation economically. How do they dole out?
Ma'am, first of all, the situation is very poor in Sri Lanka economically, and they need.
You are the advisor. What first advice you will give to them?
I will advise to approach the institutional banks like IMF, World Bank for the bailout, because means restructuring will not work. So first would be the bailout. Second would be raising the loan at a very cheap rate, or taking grant from some country if they are willing to give. And third, ma'am, restructuring the domestic policy in terms of reducing the populist policy. Like they have enhanced the populist policy, so they should.
What are the populist policies? Let's go further. Yeah.
Sir,
and what will be your advice on that?
Like sir, sorry ma'am, they have increased the exemption limit of VAT and income tax in recent budget. So this has affected their economy a lot. So they are not able to collect tax, they are not able to pay debt, and they are becoming debt trapped country, and that needs restructuring in their taxation
regime. Right. And one more advice?
Diversifying the economy. The Sri Lankan economy is on 4 pillars now: tourism, garment sectors, and apart from this, the government is raising revenue from ports and in sport facilities.
Let me ask you another question. Sri Lanka was a big exporter of tea.
Yes.
Now, because of the crisis there, the need, some countries need tea, but they are not able to get it from Sri Lanka. So, where are they looking for tea now?
Means Sri Lanka.
Suppose Sri Lanka is not able to export tea at this particular juncture. So, the world needs tea. So from where they can focus? Can you see any opportunity?
For India, there is
Yes,
an opportunity.
they are already looking at India too. So one more question. Tell me about Chitra Ramakrishna. Who is she? Where is she? What was the scam related to that?
Sorry, ma'am, I'm not aware of this. I will definitely.
Do read. Then another scam, ABG Shipyard. Can you highlight that? Okay, okay, no problems.
After IIT, don't you think you've deprived someone of IIT seat?
Sir, I don't think in that way. Means I have a interest in maths and science, and after 12th I decided to pursue IIT. And if at that time it was the best opportunity for me to enter into IIT and get trained there. So, sir, IIT has helped me in putting logical reasoning and reasoning ability myself, and it also gave me exposure to further explore the opportunity. And after that, I decided to pursue.
So why these IITs are generating more and more IAS officers and politicians? Don't you think so?
Sir, means IT provides a very diverse set of people. There are politicians.
Country needs IITians. Country needs engineers for particular field. Now, when you decided to move into civil services, then why?
Sir, for me, it was my personal interest, and for 3 reasons, I chose civil services because of the.
So it was, your in the back of your mind since your early
No,
education
sir, it
days.
was
Huh?
not in the back of my mind. After in the last semester, I thought what to do next. Then I decided to.
ठीक है. Thank you very much. You may go out. We'll just call you for the feedback. Thank you very much.